Okay, so now let's look at the container. Click that down arrow and then select layout container, so you can see where what is within that container. So this is the vertical container where we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. Okay, so now let's look at that element alone. So one thing we can do is to say fit to the entire view. So now the image occupies the entire area. Okay. Now we can reduce the font if you like. Okay, if you think that smaller font is sufficient, and you can change the font size. So do the same for each of the charts, because it's not a good idea to have to scroll through. See right here, this chart is not entirely visible. You're having to scroll through. So suppose if you change that to fit entire view, then you will see the whole thing. Of course, we need to make sure that these fonts are visible and we don't get pound signs everywhere. We'll come to that. Now let's do the same here. So it's already okay. Now this one is okay. What about this? Fit entire view. So now you see everything there. Now we can do something with this part is reasonably clean now. Right? So here this is occupying too much white space. What if we remove the sales under budget and make that occupied to the side? So we'll move this way. So double click and remove that. Remove the, or do Control X so we can just paste it afterwards. Alright? But we do want to put that information there, because if you just simply say false and true, we don't know what false stands for and what true stands for. So bring in a text right there. Okay, now Control V. So now we have adjust, maybe change the font size a little bit, so we'll have more space here. Maybe if we put like that, maybe that will give us more space. Yeah, so at least something is visible here. Okay. Okay, now let's increase the space for sparkline. All right. So one thing we can do is here the name of the product is getting repeated and a lot of stuff here. Suppose if we can align the sparkline lines with the bars, then we probably can get rid of this part. Okay. So how do we do that? Well, let's go to the chart. So now we can uncheck show header. So now we have just the spark lines. And let's get rid of this too. So all we have are the spark lines. So now we have to make sure that these are aligned. So if you look at the position, so Y position is 331 and 231. So we need to decrease the